rakennettu, joulu on jo ovella. Naamusia ripustettu on jo kuusen oksilla. Kuusen pienet kyntiläiset valaisevat kauniisti. Ympärillä lapsukaiset laulelevat sulosti. Kiitos sulle Jeesuksemme, kallis vapahtajamme, kun sä tulit vieraksemme, paras joululahjamme.
We are Finn Hall, playing Finnish holiday Christmas music for you today. And that particular song was entitled Joulupuu on rakennettu. The Christmas tree is now ready. And that song in particular brings back a flood of pleasant memories for me because it's the very first Finnish Christmas song I ever learned. And I recall learning it in Sunday school that my mother taught in a rural area in Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So it brings back a lot of fond memories of Christmas.
And my earliest memory of Christmas is that our tree was not put up until Christmas Eve. My sister and I would go to bed early, and we would get up in the morning, and the tree would be all there ready with all the presents underneath. And it was a very exciting thing that happened. The words talk about the Christmas tree being put up. Christmas is at the door. There's goodies hung on the tree like cookies and candy. And there's nice little candles gleaming beautifully, and the children singing around. And then the last words bring in a little, the religious side of Christmas, and it says, "Thanks to you, Jesus, our dear Savior, that you came to be with us, our best Christmas gift of all."
Our next song is Tonttujen jouluyö, or the Elves' Christmas Night. As many songs do, this one tells a story. And it tells the story of the elves getting up in the evening after everyone has gone to sleep, coming out from under their homes in the bridge, their homes under the bridge, and going into the house. There they eat and drink juices and then play under the tree until daybreak. And when day breaks, they return, and before the folks wake up, of course, they return to their place under the bridge.
Silloin varpahillan, varovasti hiipi alta sillan, tip tap, tipe tipe tip tap, tip tap. Jouluruokaa tarjon kunnon väki, raoistansa sen jo tonttu näki, tip tap, tipe tipe tip tap, tip tap. Pöydän päälle veittikäiset rientä, veittikäiset syövät paistia ja tuovat lientä, tip tap, tipe tipe tip tap, tip tap. Herkkua on siinä monenlaista, kuiske kuuluu miltä ruikamoista, ruokamaista, tip tap, tip tippe, tippe, tipp, tapp, tipp, tapp. Sitten leikitellään kuusen alla, kunnes päivä koittaa taivahalla, tip tap, tippe, tippe, tip tap, tip tap. Hiljaa hiipii koko karva hillan, kotikoloihan sai alle sillan, tip tap, tippe, tippe, tip tap, tip tap.
The next song is called Jolun Kellot, or Christmas Bells, and it talks about how softly the Christmas bells are ringing out through the open fields, and a beautiful song is singing, a joyous song is singing. In the sky, the stars are brightly shining, bright Christmas candles are gleaming in the windows and as if to smile, and the beautiful song of children is brightly echoing. And all of this is because at the end of every verse it says, Jesus has come.
Hiljaa, hiljaa, joulun kellot kajahtaa, kautta avaruuksien, kaikulaulun riemuinen, Jeesus tullut on. Hiljaa, hiljaa, joulun kellot kajahtaa, taivahalla säteillen, välkysarja tähtöisten, Jeesus tullut on. Hiljaa, hiljaa, joulun kellot kajahtaa, kirkat joulukynttilät, lempeässä hymyilevät, Jeesus tullut on. Hiljaa, hiljaa, joulun kellot kajahtaa, taikulaulu lapsosten, kirkkaasti herkylleen, Jeesus tullut on.
Our next one is a schottish called Yule Palatinate, or Christmas Dance in the Country. And though the title I've cited might be Swedish, it's embraced by the Finns as well as a traditional Christmas song. Finn halls were a very popular place to have dances, as well as the Christmas programs. I recall at a time we were living next door to the Finn Hall, and not only did we go to the Christmas dances, I also recited a Christmas poem, but I can't right now remember what it was, but I had my chance to participate. Yule Palatinate.
My earliest memory of going to a hall for a dance was going to the Danish hall for a Swedish Christmas party when I was about 5 years old in Detroit. And I went with my aunt and uncle. My uncle happened to be from Sweden. And it was a very exciting evening with music like this. They probably even played this Schottish. The exciting thing about it was Santa Claus was there, but also a familiar movie star and comedian from the radio and the movies, Edgar Bergen was there with his two puppets, Charlie McCarthy and Mortimer Snurd, and that's one thing I already knew about them, and I'll never forget that evening.
I do remember going to a Christmas program with my Swedish grandparents. It was at the Minneapolis Gustavus Adolphus Hall. And besides the Christmas tree and the dancing, what most made an impression on me was there usually was some children's entertainment, meaning children performing for the adults in the audience. And typically it was a young boy who would be called up on stage to play a solo, and he would be playing accordion. And my grandmother would lean over to me, a beginning violin player, and say, "Oh, I wish that was you up there." And I would think, "Oh, I'm so glad it's not." And so here I am many years later, performing with even accordion guys.
Okay, this next number is entitled Yule. It's a little more contemporary, which means Christmas song. It's a composition by Konsta Yule from Finland, the late Konsta Yule, who really composed and played a lot of folk music and was largely responsible for the folk music revival in the Kaustinen area that led to a large folk music festival every year that still goes on. And we've been fortunate to have been there a few times. And so we love his music. We've learned a lot of it. And that's where my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, came from there. And I found out on a last trip there that Konsta Yule is one of my pikkuserkut, which means little cousin or distant cousin. So I'm proud to say I'm related to Konsta. Joulunlaulu.
next song is entitled, Has Christmas Come? No ongos tullut kesä. The meaning, in the middle of winter, what is happening? There are trees sprouting up in the house, and birds are building nests in the trees, or they're putting nests in the trees for the birds. There's candles blooming, lightening up the dark, white winter nights. Even old folks are playing like little children, and bent backs are straightening out. Everyone is in very good spirits. And if only the Christmas spirit could last the whole year through.
No ongos tullut kesä nyt talven keskelle. Ja laitetaan kospesä myös pikkulinnuille. Ja laitetaan kospesä myös pikkulinnuille. Ja kuusikympilöitä on käynyt kulkimaan. Pimeitä talven öitä näin ehkä valaistaan. Pimeitä talven öitä näin ehkä valaistaan. Ja vanhaakin nyt nuoruuden laulun leikimään. Ja kokkoselkä suutuin kaikon mielestään. Ja vanhaakin nyt nuoruuden laulun leikimään. Ja kokkoselkä suutuin kaikon mielestään. Ja kokkoselkä suutuin kaikon mielestään. Ja hyvällä niin hellä on mieli jokaisen. Oi jospa ihmiselle ois joulu ainainen. Oi jospa ihmiselle ois joulu ainainen.
In the next piece, Joulu Kirkon, the clock strikes 5, and the children wake up, and they go to the sleigh, which is waiting to take them to the church. And following that, Kilise, Kilkunen, about the sleigh bells jangling.
Kello lojoi 5, lapset herääkää. Juhani ja Liisi, muuten matka jää. Tässä persimalja, silmät ulkokaa. Lämmin karhun talja, reessä valvotaan. Aisa kello herkää, loistaa tähtet kuu. Riemu on pelkää, hymyntä kiksuu. Tuossa mökin Niina kulkee kirkolleen. Taavetti ja Niina noustaa kattoilleen. Mäen rintaan alla tante törröttää. Joka ikkunalla aski kynttilää. Reunavista vielä täpsuttelee pois. Täällä kirkon tiellä aina olla vois. Kilse kukkunen, kilse kukkunen. Voin tehdä nielosten, käy vilmonneena hiljalleen. Poikki suon ja laidutten halki niityjen. Kilse kilise kulkunen, helkyen, kilise kulkunen, loisteessa leidosen. Joulua juhlimaa, välkkyvät kynttilät, riemukellot kuuluttaa, Juha korkeaa. Kilise kulkunen, helkyen, kilise kulkunen, loisteessa leidosen.
I want to introduce the members. On your right, on the accordion and the stunning birch bark cap from Finland is Mr. Al Recco. And next to him on the accordion and also doing vocals, Dennis Halmi. And next to me on violin and nyckelharpa, Cheryl Paschke. And I'm Ralph Totila. Now, our final number is the traditional Juhla, or Silent Night, and we're going to sing that in Finnish for you.